Okay, so I have a channel message for someone that is fresh out of a karmic relationship or family dynamic. You have to be someone that has been feeling like you're alone. And I know that's for majority, right? But this type of loneliness is different. This is like a fish fresh out of water. Someone that hasn't had an opportunity to meet other people like them. Like, you haven't had an opportunity to meet other people with the same gifts as you, or the same ability as you, the same destiny, even though every person's destiny is unique. At the same time, there are those on your journey that you will be divinely guided to, that will help you transition from one phase of your journey into another. And then there are also those people on your journey where you guys are meant to go the distance together. You guys are meant to go the rest of the way together, even if you didn't know them in your upbringing. So there's a whole community of people that are waiting to welcome you with open arms. There's a whole tribe of people that are your soul family. They are soulmates to you. You guys have made contracts and pacts and created bonds before coming here. And in the meantime, I'm picking up that some of you may meet those soulmates by way of cats, familiars, animals. They too share contracts with you to help you through certain phases of your journey, your soul's journey. Okay. So if that resonates with you, and you are currently feeling as if you have no friends, you have no team, you don't know who you should network with, who you should collaborate with. There's been a lot of karmic soulmates that you have come across thus far, family, friends, foes, even romantic partners as well. And you're kind of tired, right? When you're guided to this reading, you'll be tired of your kindness being taken for weakness. You'll be tired of, the same people that grew up with you in the same conditions, from the same backgrounds, creating this cancel culture around differences. Okay. And I feel like you are extremely diverse. A lot about you is very diverse. You're not one dimensional, or you don't have like this perspective holding you back where you expect people to change who they are to fit your world. It's quite the contrary. Hold on one second. Let's see. What is the overall energy? And so it's like you're being haunted, or you feel like you're being hunted down. No matter where you go, you always run into these types of people, which can keep you from like manifesting a life of ease or something like that. Something in your life should be a lot easier than it has been. We have build home in reverse. What in the world is going on outside? It's raining. I heard when it rains, it pours. So we have build home in reverse, and we have sneaky. All right, so when I see sneaky, this is telling me that you've had to keep a lot to yourself. You can't really share what you're up to. You can't really share with people the gifts that you have, the abilities that you have, because they are often taken advantage of. And so you have no desire to build something or work on something, but you have to keep it to yourself. Hold on. All right, we back, y'all. Let's reconnect. Why don't we? So, moving right along, that's the overall energy, okay? You having to keep shit to yourself. And that's what I'm picking up right now. So y'all may be dealing with that right now at this time when you're guided to this reading. Whenever it's meant to resonate. It's like no matter what you're doing, there's always something that's trying to disrupt This could be your home, your routine, okay? Disrupt whatever you're trying to build. There's always some type of distraction. And I do feel like it is a little bit deeper than we're able to see at the surface level. For some of you guys, this can very well be like a haunted house as well. That's what I'm seeing here. There may be some spirits in a house that wants your help, that feel lonely themselves. And so if you are a medium, you have the gift of mediumship, and you haven't had anyone kind of help you with the gift of mediumship yet, and you don't quite know how to navigate through the gift, you will go through things in your everyday reality, and the energies that are around you, the dead that is around you, will, when they become aware that you can, like, your light will shine in the spiritual realm, and they will be drawn to your light like moths to a flame. And sometimes when they want to get your attention or tell you things, they will move furniture, they will have the doorbell ring, they'll have all these different things happen so they can tell you a message, and they just want you to listen to them, and so they can, sometimes in order to interpret what they're trying to tell you, you have to know that not everything that's happening is personally trying to irritate you, personally trying to bother you. Sometimes it's the house speaking, it's spirits trying to communicate with you, and no one else will listen. Especially if there are some souls on the other side that have dealt with envy, jealousy. They've dealt with people in their own home that were karmic, and they either died by way of a karmic person, family member, or lover. They will sometimes give guidance and advice, or take a very close approach to helping you solve the mysteries in your own problems, because they have some fears, right? They know there's a resonance here, so like will attract light. And certain souls that have dealt with fear, they've dealt with depression, they've dealt with all these different low vibrational energies, they will try to help you, especially if they see that you're a good person and you remind them of themselves. Those souls will definitely try to assist you along your journey, and give you insight and tell you what you should and shouldn't do. And so, it's okay to speak up and let the spirits know, let the souls know that you hear them, or give them the rules. You gotta set some boundaries, okay? You gotta set some boundaries. Not stomp on the ground, knock some walls, let them know, like, hey, listen, I know, especially if you're like falling asleep. There's something about not being able to finish. There's some energy around you that wasn't able to finish some type of goal, accomplishment. They were stuck in a town, an environment around people that had crabs in a barrel type mentality. And so these souls are very much trying to help you with a matter of the heart that may be waning on you. We have the Queen of Coins. 42 may be significant. 26, 51. We have milestone in reverse, new beginning. We have a lot of spiritual attacks happening, trying to prevent your gift or your ability, trying to distort your messages, okay? It's your own kind, whatever that means. It's your own kind. Your people that have a gift just like you, your own kind, your own upbringing, your own family. If it's not them, then it's just someone that has the same ability as you, and so you come off like a threat. It's very close to home. It would have to be like something to do with your home, people that you're leaving behind. Okay? A mentality that you're leaving behind. Your root chakra. Certain belief systems of your root chakra, you're leaving that behind. And these energies can feel it. Okay? They can feel it. They're not your friend. So when you feel off like that, like you can't fix a situation, it's just unhappy, it's unequal, it's nothing that you can personally do about it. These types of soulmate connections, they will cancel plans, they will leave their own home. These are people that will come and look for you. You get what I'm saying? Because we have Oracle guidance in reverse, signs in reverse. There's some jealousy here. I keep picking up jealousy and envy that you out of everybody was chosen. Why you? Why are you so special? What about you is so different? Why aren't they the ones that are receiving the message? Why aren't those ancestors talking to them? So there's some deep rooted jealousy and envy here in regards to you being a chosen one. I can't unsee it no matter how many cards I pull. And you're struggling with being this type of person that loves unconditionally. You will share your incredible wisdom and the magic that you know of with so many people that aren't ready to receive it. Like, they aren't ready. So I feel like what's happening here is there are a lot of people that aren't ready to receive what you know, what you understand, the truth that you possess, your talents and your gifts. And they're always screaming for like your attention. It's like, notice me. Damn, there's some strong karmic energies. It's like they want you to help them. Like, help me fix my relationship, help me fix my home, help me find peace, help me feel secure. Spirit, clarify for me milestone in the beginning. Milestone, new beginning in reverse. Death in reverse. The Queen of Swords. I so love this deck. Nine of Cups in reverse. Wow. So you have been through a lot. Like, you hate to have to be this person. But you know that if you're not in the Queen of Swords energy and you try to nurture everybody, that other people will deplete you. Because no one's looking out for the best interest of you. If it depletes you, no one's going to be concerned about if you're tired or not. If you are the type of person that will give your last, no one around you is going to give the shirt off their backs. Okay, you have the Three of Swords here. Nobody's going to give the shirts off their backs. Okay, so I know that you're tired of constantly having to end things and restart things and go from point A to point B and have your consistency interrupted. Your life constantly changing. You could be in the year 5. Okay, universal year 5. You could be going through those types of changes, and it's hard to come to a point of resolve. Like, this is like right now you're trying to come to a space of resolve about the things that you cannot control, and that's all that you can do during this space. But that doesn't mean that all of this is intended to make you stop believing in magic, to make you stop knowing that magic is real. It's actually meant to help you see the wonders in the world, to slow you down long enough for time stand still, and you get to really witness the magic happening for other people. And so it's not at a punishment to you, but it's a way for you, it's a perspective that you're meant to gain, not as a punishment, but for a purpose. So you can see, like, there are a lot of people that are going through this and going through that. It doesn't mean that you're meant to solve everyone's problems or fix everybody's situation, even though you would want to. It's a way to test your resolve with the things that you cannot control. Do you struggle with being a spectator, a reader? Is it difficult to read the weight of the world without trying to change the fate of so many souls that's being revealed to you that may or may not suffer? For a period of time, it may be very difficult to know so much and not be able to do anything about it. And it's important that you don't make it your life's mission this lifetime to kind of fight this. Okay? It's like, what I'm sensing here is, without going so deeply into your Akashic and your past life experiences, you've had to be a warrior, but you've also brought with you many genetic markers where you remember lifetimes in the history that's connected to you genetically, that's connected to you ancestrally, and every time that you've reincarnated, you've had to fight your whole life. Every lifetime is the same ending. People that you trust end up betraying you. When you get too much attention, they all end up trying to, assassinate you, kill you, stop you from accomplishing something, keeping you stuck. You'll never get out of it. You'll never get out of the city. You'll never get out of this town. However, in this lifetime, with confirmation from spirit and artists, integrity and honesty, that's not a true statement. But as long as you believe that that is all you'll ever be, then so it will. So it will be. So out of everyone in this level of consciousness, you've been chosen to take a walk on the dark side of existence, where you're forced to exist and live here on earth, experience the pitfalls of life, be betrayed, fight for your life, struggle, and all those different things. And it's not to humble you, and I feel like I need to explain that. It's not to humble you. It's like a skillet, but you're seasoned, versus being rusty. There's something that you're really good at, but you've acquired some rust on your journey along the way, and so you're being seasoned. And so before you put something in the skillet and you start to fry it and really cook it and manifest with that, you're being rubbed down. You're being anointed during this time. And so it will be a pain. It will be a painful process, not because it's meant to open up the wounds, but it will be a process of pain, knowing that you are opening up your heart again. You are opening up to a more easygoing life, a more easy life than the one that you've had to experience multiple lifetimes. And so it'll be pretty difficult at first to adjust, but you've mastered some type of resolve. With the Queen of Swords, you're standing upright in this position. Whether you have it or not, whether you get what you want or not, you're still solid in who you are as a person, and that is why you're ready. That is why this is your moment now. Because you're no longer looking for home outside of yourself. You've come to a resolve that it doesn't matter if it's a goal, a mission, a purpose, there's no more important place to be than right now and where you are in your journey right now. And so you will see come across many different stories. You'll see the highs and the lows, but you won't be the waves won't overcome you. You know what I'm saying? The emotional roller coaster won't wash you up. The attacks won't hurt as bad, you know? Even if you don't know whether or not you're meant to be doing something. We have 12 here. Even if you never get the synchronicity, even if you never get the message, you have a knowing. So it's like spiritual surgery. Spiritual surgery. Eventually, you won't need any confirmation for something. Like, you won't even need confirmations outside of yourself. You won't even need readings. You won't even need to share with anyone else what you know, because you'll just know something, you know? You just know who you are. And one of the greatest gifts that you can give yourself is this journey to really know who you are, not just in this lifetime, but in every lifetime. To know the many stories that you have experienced, okay? And to be the keeper of those stories told. The Queen of Swords is definitely saying something to do with your North Node is significant. You're like people like you, okay, gentle souls like you, people like you, they will recognize you. Something about a charity as well. There is something that you can do if there's so much injustice that you want to help. There is something that you can do in the meantime. You can start saving up for some type of charity. You can give to charity. You can trust and know that it's going to find its way to those that need it because you established the charity. You know, just the same way as I trust and know that this message will be guided, will be received by whoever it's meant to be received by. When you send a letter out to the mail, especially spiritual mail, you don't doubt if the owl is going to get the message to the person, and you just know who it's for, and you don't need to know anything else. Everything else, as in who they are, what they do for a living, or anything like that, is irrelevant to you. You don't even need to know their name, their date of birth, none of those things. So you have a very, very powerful gift. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you have breaking generational curses. You have changed so much things that, like, you know how to shift paradigms. You know how to do some type of spiritual shadow work to align to a higher timeline without you having to physically die. And so you spiritually die time and time again, not so you can have the things that you want, but rather so you don't have to be bound to the heart, to the desires of your heart. Because for every desire of your heart, you got to stick to it and tend to it, right? Maintain it. You have to see it through and all those different things. And I feel like the way that you work it, it's like you transform or you spiritually die every day. So the desires of even of other people, when they plant them in you, by morning they won't be there. You know what I'm saying? The Queen of Cups. By morning they won't be there. You would have already purged it. You would have already you would have already changed everything about you. It keeps evolving. It's never ending. It's never dead. You've unlocked some type of spiritual gift, some type of ability. I'm hearing effervescent, all knowing. The balance between abstinence and desire. There's a beautiful balance between abstinence and desire. And somewhere in the middle, you hear a call. You receive a call. The phone rings, you receive a message, and you begin again. Something about you begin again. A new day is born again. And there's something about time standing still. Time stands still. I'm hearing Sabrina Claudio. This is how you love yourself. And this is some type of everlasting. You don't fixate too long on anything. Even if it's a bad situation, you don't fixate too long on it. You don't dwell on it for so long to the point where it becomes all you can think about, speak about. And it's very difficult for other people to do this. It's an art to it. There's some type of dance. There's some type of gentle dance between abstinence and desire. Because the heart is going to want what the heart always wants. And so in this space between what your heart desires and what you restrict yourself from having, there comes a stillness. And in that stillness, you're able to look at things a little bit more closely. You're able to examine and judge and weigh the hearts of other people as well, that are connected to you. So their intentions and what they're up to and things like that. And it's because you slow down their heart rate. Some of y'all have a ability as well to hear the heartbeat of another person. Lets you know if they're lying or telling the truth. Or if you don't have it yet, it's about to be heightened for you. This is the gift right here. There's something about the gift that you possess right here is the reason why there were so many that were trying to stop you from really learning this gift. Okay, because this is telling me with the death card that it's something that you never lost. But in order to access all 10 of your gifts, because you have the 9 of Pentacles to the 9 of Cups to the 10 of Cups. So in order for you to access all 10 of these gifts that you possess, these talents that you possess, you have to learn how to dance with time, how to allow, because death is beginnings and endings. You have to reconcile or come to a resolve with the idea of losing someone or something and gaining something to have an evolved version or something like that. When you lose someone, whether it's a physical death or a spiritual death, you never really lose them. They're never really gone. And so you spiritually know that it's never a physical death. It's always a spiritual death. And so every time there is something that's making it hard for things to progress, there's a need for an ending. And in order to bring about that ending quicker, You have to have a good judge of character. You have to know exactly with a quick look at something what the end looks like. And only the other person or the other people can change their ending. But it's not for you, even though you're an observer or a spectator of their choices all the way throughout their whole lifespan, it's not for you to change their fated experiences, but rather you serve a bigger purpose. Yeah, we have the high priestess. So you serve a bigger purpose. You're knowing. You take less calculated risk when you trust this knowing that you possess. When you trust this gift that you possess, you take way less calculated risks. You go further really fast. And so the problem here is that something wants you in the Nine of Swords, where you're not sure if you're made the right decision or if you're doing the right thing. And the reason why is because it's like, have you tried everything that you could try? Because she has a book here in her hand, and the book that she has here is saying that she's clinging to some type of belief, whether it's one that she's told herself or one that was given to her. Either way, as long as that belief system is there, she will ask herself if she's making the right decision, and that doubt will keep her stuck, chained, and bound to a repetitive cycle. Nine of Swords. And as long as that person knows that that belief is there, it will, that it's not really a desire, it's more like a loyalty or belief system around because we have build home here in reverse. It's something that's connected to your root chakra, your inner child, your past lives. All eyes on you in reverse. And so you finish last, or you never ascend. And this is one of the things here. It's like, I don't really care to see what it's like on the other side. Fear of the unknown. This is all I know. And so even when you come across people that have a fear of what is necessary to evolve, if you're in that position, you have to turn them loose. Okay? Because they would be wielding a gift and a craft that was bestowed upon them. But it won't be their gift to wield. They won't be the practitioner of this gift, the crafter of this gift. It will be controlled by whoever else is their master. Whoever else is wielding their power. They will be forever split and torn because they lack some type of integrity. And so there's someone that you won't be there's like a couple people you won't be able to be friends with. And it's not saying that you want to have to do this, but if you've already seen how it ends, you already have a knowing of how it ends and it's not going to end well, then you don't need the confirmation of that. You already have the confirmation. Your spiritual team keeps knocking on the door, ringing the doorbell. Hey, run for your life. It's only a matter of time. I need to figure out what this Queen of... This may even be like you against you. Your ego against your North Node. All right. And then your heart, your ego. This could be all the placements of yourself, aspects of yourself. Because if you see here with artistic integrity and honesty, parts of yourself, all the parts that make up an equal whole, the fragments of you. So you know you have a tendency of putting something to rest. We have the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Swords. So you're the only thing you haven't acquired yet is the Queen of Wands, which is your confidence to manifest. Your confidence to manifest your artistry, your confidence that you're doing the right thing with your magic, that you are practicing, that you're upholding some integrity with your magic. Other people may be afraid of you to wield your own power, but you were chosen. Something chose you. It was something always belonged to you. But somewhere in the fabric of time, you incarnated and you were like scattered into pieces. And so you've been having to put back those pieces. Six of Swords, and remember who you are, like all your past lives and stuff like that coming together. But you grew up in harsh environments. Very harsh environments. No place to call home. So you've already checked the version of yourself that wanted to have that type of stability. Like you wanted someone to care, someone to love you. You've already gone through that phase of getting the perspective that you needed to get from like your childhood memories, your family, your parents. You've already did that inner child healing. And so you've gained all that you can gain from observing those relationship dynamics, right? So that in itself took a lot. And now you are quite content and at peace with where you are as an adult. This is where I feel like you're at peace with where you are as an adult. You have the Devil here. You know that there are certain ties or relationships that will always attempt to trigger you. But like I said, you've already come to terms with what those triggers are and how they play out a role in how you give it power or don't give it power. You know what I mean? And so there's an emotional tie here. There's an emotional tie between things that you may hear people say about you, the way that they may be speaking on your name or talking about you amongst themselves. It's hurtful. It can be hurtful if you give it attention. And so I don't see you trying to resuscitate any past relationships, but yet those relationships aren't done with you. Like you've acquired those relationships are done with you. You've required some type of clarity. The Hangman is in reverse. And you've moved on. You've made peace with it. Boom. So now you are sharing who you are now. Like, this is me now. This is where I am in my life now. And I know I can't go back and change those things, but you're still committed to showing up for your past versions of yourself, the other timelines of yourself. You have threads of yourself existing simultaneously in multiple timelines. And in every timeline, There's a mathematical equation playing out where you have been trying to experiment with different possible outcomes if you had taken different multiple possible. It's definitely anxiety driven, okay? And all of those infinite possibilities are playing out like a time, like a thread, like a story. And so those things pull you back. Those timelines pull on you. Like, I need you. I need my future version of myself to come back and tell me what to do. And so your future version of yourself is working double time, not only for the time that they're in right now, but for the probability realms that are currently playing out. And it's like, if you don't gain control of the present moment and physically move this energy around, the probability realm will fold onto you. But you have to remember that you can't be so far in the air that you forget to touch your feet on solid ground and ground that root, because that's what keeps the other probability realms, that's what keeps the webs from tightening. You don't want the webs to tighten. And so if you're going to be running so many different experimenting with time and what ifs and this and that, working super hard, you're going to have to let the dream catcher catch certain ones of those failed attempts. Okay? So you don't over process. You know? Something about overheat, over process information. So you don't burn out. Someone is traveling like a lot, trying to cut cords for someone. They could be quantum leaping a lot, quantum jumping, trying to do some type of spiritual work. Yeah, King of Pentacles. You know, it's very scientific, it's very mathematical, it's really you may be finding pieces to the puzzle like in increments. Yeah, there's like increments. Like you're finding out pieces to the puzzle in small ways. Which means that you would have had to reconcile or resolve your inner child wounds with a father figure. Especially if they did certain things like bind your gifts at a young age with the devil energy here in the Six of Cups. Okay, they could have binded a memory or something about you, so that way whoever was raising you wouldn't be able to tamper with this aspect of yourself. Something about to protect you from somebody that was either you were in their care at a very young age, but they would have left like certain things for you to find along the way so you can remember who you are. Ten of Cups, you've been on a very long journey towards trying to find your happiness. Your North Node. You have the Hermit in reverse. I like to see the Hermit in reverse because this is telling me that you will figure out a way not to close this side of yourself, even if you don't know if you're doing it the right way. You won't close yourself off to love again. You know how to confront the truth, Even if you meet someone new or you come across new people, you know how to judge character a lot better. You need to you will get to a point where you spend less time trying to discern if someone is good or bad for you, and you'll do it faster and faster and faster. And the more you do it, the less hurt and pain you receive or you experience as a result. And you trust yourself, you doubt yourself less, you know what your spirit guides are saying to you, without a shadow of a doubt. And so your patience is King of Wands in reverse. Yeah, because you're gonna meet people that challenge you. And this time around, I feel like your spiritual team, they're gonna hold back the signs and synchronicities so you can listen to yourself. Something about holding back the confirmations being so loud outside of yourself so you can hear your internal dialogue a lot louder. So they're about to turn your speakers up. It was like turn your speakers up so you can hear yourself clearly, your higher self a lot more clearly. So you can listen to your heart. And someone's lies won't work on you. Someone's tactic won't work on you. And I feel like you're going to finally accept some type of truth with the Hierophant in reverse. This isn't the story. This isn't the way the story ends for you this lifetime. You're not going back. This isn't your story that you've been existing in. This is someone else's story. Someone's been manifesting their story. And you haven't been happy with it. Something about a year is significant. Your universal year 6. By the time the next retrograde, there's going to be a resurgence. You're going to feel alive again. The next 8 months. Between 1 month from now, whenever you're guided to this reading, and the next 8 months from there, there's going to be a resurgence. And you're going to feel like finally this cycle is over. And it will be over. Because there's some type of karmic will contract that will run out. The clock will run out, and no matter what, there won't be any coming back from this. And so someone's tactic or strategy to drag you back down to hell with them won't work. That's what I'm hearing. Yes. You're going to be shocked about how this play out, but you're going to be happy. You're going to be extremely happy. That's all I could tell you about that. So I was going to do a closing message, but I feel like we're going to leave it right there. Taurus, listen, I love you guys so much. I want to thank you for always exchanging time and loving me over here on this channel. And I'll see you guys again. Bye-bye.